Well, we're now in spring, and we always got to remember about our skincare. And joining me now is Jody. She's the owner and founder of Be Lovely Botanicals, and she's going to share some tips and tricks that we can use to kind of like update our skincare for the spring. How's it going?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. Well, first thing, tell us a little bit about Be Lovely Botanicals.
Be Lovely Botanicals is a family-run beehive skincare company. Our business didn't start out to be a business. In 2008, we had a wild swarm of bees that came and lived in a tree trunk in the front of our yard. We were so just enthralled with what the bees were doing, and we'd see them, coming in with their little pollen baskets, and we didn't understand any of it. So that year we started reading everything we could about bees, and then the following year we got beehives. I started reading about how good beeswax and honey is for your skin, making soap and skincare, and eventually we ended up at the farmer's market, and then we transitioned to our own website online.
Well, can you share some of the benefits of having like beeswax and the benefits of, the honey and all of that on our skin?
Yeah, so there are 4 or 5 really important ingredients that you can get from a beehive. There's the honey, which everybody, thinks of the honey right away. And it's really good at moisturizing. It's high in B vitamins. Really good for your skin. Then we also have the beeswax, which is high in vitamin A. And beeswax is really unique in that it forms a really good barrier on top of your skin, but it's still breathable, so it doesn't clog your skin.
Okay. Awesome. Well, we're in spring. What are some of the effects of spring that can kind of like either damage or impact our skin?
So with winter, you're going from really dry air. You're probably spending a lot of time in front of screens, and then you transition into spring where you have really humid air. You're going to be out in the sun more. So a lot of people have seasonal allergies, and their skin can get a little bit red and angry. So you're going to want to look for something that's antioxidant protection, something that's not too heavy, like our herbal complexion bar here. This is really good for spring because that has jewelweed in it. And jewelweed grows naturally in Michigan, and it's really good at decreasing redness, decreasing inflammation, so it's really soothing to your skin. So if you are one of those people that get kind of angry skin in the spring, that works really well for it.
Awesome. Okay, you have lots of other products. What are some other good ones here to kind of like help build a spring skincare routine?
I would say our Sea Boost and Brighten Venom Cream. Like I said, a lot of times with the dry air in winter, your skin can get kind of a buildup, and you need a little bit more exfoliation. Okay. The Bee Venom, the vitamin C, it's got turmeric, and then it's also got lactic acid. So those are really gentle, so they're not going to irritate your skin, but they give you kind of a brighten up and a little bit of exfoliation.
Awesome. Well, for people who want to pick up some of your products, tell them where they can find you.
We're at BeLovelyBotanicals.com. It's BEE, like honeybee. So,
of course.
Yeah. And if you go to our website, you'll see a little slider. You can sign up for our newsletter, and it's full of information about our products and honeybees.
Well, I'm loving all these products here. They sound amazing. So, folks, make sure you go check them out if you want to build up your skincare routine for the spring. So, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Yes.